anything that they would have right now would be just band-aids for a generational curse for Black men that we've been dealing with probably for generations, several generations. So anything that they right now would be a band-aid. I think it's a global issue that, you know, it's going to take a lot of collaboration between a lot of people to be able to fix the problem overall. And it's not just because it's not just Philadelphia police. It's not just it's everywhere. Yeah. It's every police department. Even as this is going on, we had a Philadelphia police officer who has a video right now who just did the same thing.
What? Wow.
And it's actually taking place right now. While all of this is going on, there's a Philadelphia police officer that applied, his knee to a Black male's neck in the middle of a street. So it's everywhere. And it's just, I honestly don't know how it's going to be fixed, but it's going to take a lot more than just rioting and looting to get it fixed.
Yeah.
That's so true. That's so true. We definitely need a system in place. So how many people are doing a blackout on the 7th July? And I know that's not the only thing, but it is a start of something, of solidarity. And even today, even though the lines got crossed with the Blackout Tuesday, even though the lines got crossed, and I get that, but I did respect the solidarity, that we were willing to do something. And it may not have been a big thing, but the fact that everybody was all in, it really resonated with me. And that meant a lot to me. And even though the lines got crossed and the message wasn't out there, right? And we went from having a black screen to know we can talk to now we can't talk to yes we can. But the fact that everybody was all in, to me, we know what we were doing, but we was doing it though. Who's doing it?
No, that's the question of the hour.
That was love.
The question of the hour. Who really knew what Blackout Tuesday was? Who thought Blackout Tuesday was what we was doing on July 7th?
Y'all, I'm telling you, when they said Blackout Tuesday, I don't put the black screen up. I wasn't going to something. And then I found out, I knew we had to vote. And then my friend Nicole Stacy, she was like, well, Quanda, I don't think this is a good idea today because we want people to vote. I was like, you got a point. Let me put a voting message on the black screen, on the black something I'm still kind of in line with the Blackout Tuesday.
Listen, this goes to show y'all, you say something now, we starting to learn, we starting to come together like ants. We starting to realize because this is the first thing we have, give ourselves credit. We came together on this. We didn't know what we were doing.
We didn't know what we was doing today for Blackout Tuesday, but we was together though. You heard me? That was funny. I'm serious. I was like, you know what? But we doing it though. So I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Be honest. Who knew? Ashanti, thank you for being honest. Who really didn't know what we was doing? You kind of heard of this blackout thing, but you really knew it's something going on July 7th. So you didn't know what was going on today, but you heard other people talking about it. So it's like, okay, some people ignored it, posting videos, posting selfies. Some people did not get the memo.
Some people didn't get the memo, and the people that it was funny. But the fact that I saw so many screens, we were hashtagging Black Lives Matter.
They do one thing. They're like ants. They come together. This is forcing us to come together. It's not about, an ant is not worried about who leading the way. They just follow the crowd. And that's what we're going to have. This is teaching me that I am okay playing the back row. I am okay not always leading. I am okay to follow a real leader, and I'm ready.
So yep, that's one. And another, what have you learned from this, Jamal?
What have I learned?
Or yes, or if you learned anything, or
I mean, it's still a process for me. Being on both sides. I wear a uniform at the end of the day. But I'm also a Black man with black sons at the end of the day.
Right.
So I'm torn. I'm actually torn because I want to do the right thing by being a police officer and having a different outlook on, youth and what police officers are and what they can be. But at the same time, I'm outraged that I have two sons that could possibly be in this position at some point in time.
Jesus.
So at the end of the day, I'm going to be a father first. I can always get a new job.
Come on.
And that's where my heart lies, right there, because I'm going to always put my kids before any employer. That's first and foremost. So,
Right.
I mean, I'm just looking going forward, just trying to see how do we come back after this. Like the comment stated, well, how do we come back after this? Because we are running the risk right now in some of these communities that some of these stores that we, rely upon and our families rely upon may not open back up.
Yeah.
Not open back up.
And those are jobs.
I would say, and I actually use a part of that when I'm speaking to a lot of the young men, because my father was a street guy.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking in a lot of these, my father went to jail. I was 6, 7 years old. So I was raised by my mother. I was raised by a single parent. So I tried to build that. It's a decision-making process. I could have chose to go my father's route and been the street kid and want to run around, but I had a black mama that wasn't playing that in that era.
Yeah.
I walked out the door. My mother wanted to know where I went, where I was going. She wanted to know who I was going to be, where I was going to be. She wanted the phone number and names of the parents of where I was going to be. And it's like now that we're in these time frames, these are the issues that they have. It's like I know you guys, you ladies mentor a lot of young women.